Visited the August 15th Bombers of Kenya night visit that allegedly sought to overturn his victory, narrating in detail how he forgave the late Chief of Defense Forces, General Ogolla, despite admitting to being part of the team. Now, the head of state also revealed how he defied all odds to pick the fallen general, despite opposition from his inner circle. Seth Olale with the details.
Calls for Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, William Ruto, to clear the air over the late Chief of Defense Forces, General Ogolla's alleged attempt to overturn the outcome of the 2022 presidential election were made by opposition leader Raila Odinga.
As we lay Ogolla tomorrow to rest, I want us to remove the stigma, Your Excellency, because I knew this man very well. General Ogolla would never have contemplated or thought about going to Bomas of Kenya to force Mr. Chebukati to alter the results of last general elections. So if we want this to be removed, I will lay him to rest. Rest in peace, our brother and my uncle, General Ogolla.
President William Ruto took time to narrate how he had a one-on-one meeting during which the late general admitted to being part of the team that visited bombers, but how he, despite the admission, chose to forgive the then Vice Chief of Defense Forces.
There was only one problem. The events of the 15th of August at the Bomas of Kenya. And so, I asked General Ogolla for a meeting. And I had a one-on-one, man-to-man, come to Jesus meeting with General Ogolla. And when we concluded that meeting, General Ogolla told me the following: Mr. President, I have no defense. I will not try to defend myself. It was wrong what happened. And you have three choices. Either send me to court-martial or have me retired or forgive me. That evening, I went home after that meeting. And I reflected on what General Ogolla had told me. And in that reflection, I thought of my own story and my own episode at the ICC in The Hague.
The head of state also revealing how he picked the fallen general as his first appointed Chief of Defense Forces, despite opposition from his insiders, owing to the events that clouded the outcome of the 2022 presidential elections.
When it came time for me as Commander-in-Chief to make a decision on the next CDF, it wasn't an easy decision as it should. It's always a decision of many balances. But let me say this about General Ogolla. All the recommendations that I got on the next CDF and all the advice that I got about the next CDF did not include the name of General Ogolla, unfortunately. But he was a military officer with a distinguished career.
The aftermath of the 2022 presidential election that took center stage at the Bomas of Kenya, which is just less than 5 kilometers from this particular venue, remain a talking point despite various interventions, including the tabling of the NADCO report in Parliament. Seth Olale, Citizen TV at the Ulinzi Sports Complex, Nairobi County.